This week, Apple announced plans to expand across the country, including bringing more than 1,000 jobs here to San Diego. And this announcement comes on the heels of Amazon's announcement to expand in San Diego as well. So how does this add to San Diego's stance in the tech industry?
Well, it's a great move, because now you have a lot of prestigious companies. So not only did Amazon a few months ago announce additional hires in San Diego, Apple announced over 1,000 as part of a big move of bringing a new tech campus to Austin, Texas, with 5,000 employees. What Apple's going to do is they're really going to look for wireless engineers. Qualcomm recently has let go over the last year and a half about 1,500 employees. A lot of them are these wireless engineers. But for San Diego, it's a big plus. And it's going to be a big plus for UCSD, which has over 2,800 students in their computer science and engineering area, and even San Diego State that launched a research center to really focus on wireless devices and wearables in January. So I think we're poised to be successful going forward.
Now, moving on, Christmas is about a week and a half away, and for many people, that means last-minute shopping and hopefully finding a great bargain. Recently, a company called Swag Bucks surveyed shoppers, and they found that many of the shoppers said that they need at least a 20% discount for them to consider the buy a good deal. So what's the reality for shoppers this holiday season?
Well, the reality is it's interesting. Shoppers have been conditioned. Shoppers since before the recession, most deals during the holidays were between 10 and 30%, and 30% was pretty aggressive. Since the recession, shoppers were conditioned to do really, really deep discounts. So from 2008 to about 2013, people are looking at 40 to 70% discounts. And when now they're being asked, they're saying, well, what gets you out of bed just to buy something? So this number 25% becomes really important. And the other part of it is because they're also conditioned by Amazon. Amazon offers regularly 20, 25, 30% discounts every single day because they don't have all the fixed costs of a brick and mortar store, and they're able to do this. So it really ratchets up the pricing pressure on retailers. This holiday season, however, if you're out in the stores, you're not seeing the huge discounts. You're seeing discounts more in the 20 to 30% range across most retailers. Macy's, who used to do 40 to 60% on average, is around 30%. And there you'll see the occasional 60% at some specialty retailers like a J. Crew or Old Navy.
So another holiday favorite, going to the movies. So it turns out, based on new analysis, that movies with the lead star being a woman actually brought in more money than movies starring men. What does this tell us from a marketing perspective?
Well, it tells us that Hollywood has left potentially a lot of money on the table. This analysis from 2014 to 2017 of all 350 movies that were produced showed that at every production level, so if you're doing a small independent movie to a big blockbuster that cost over $100 million, at every production level, movies starring women grossed more than movies starring men. And that tells us that the Me Too movement to some extent, and the kind of the hashtag not so white movement that talked about diversity really starting to resonate. I think consumers and individuals are more open to seeing women as protagonists. And there's an interesting study that's done called the Bechtel study that kind of looks at these movies and says, are they sexist? And what they do is they look at the lead two protagonists, and if they're engaging in conversations, two female protagonists, outside of talking about a guy, right, it's seen as not sexist. And every over $1 billion blockbuster passed the test, which means that these movies are meaningful and consumers are going to have a lot of interesting options come this holiday season in 2019.
So that's encouraging news right there.
Absolutely.
Miro, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.